40s and the 50s, but a warming trend is ahead of us. I'll be breaking down the spring-like temperatures that we could see coming up.
Just 7 days ago, snow was coming down here. Now we're feeling a little different.
That's exactly right. Yeah, 7 days ago, so a week ago, we had that 7 to 10 inches of snow across the Gulf Coast. And then for the folks that have lived here for a little bit longer, today is also the 11-year anniversary of that ice and sleet storm that happened back in 2014. So if you remember any of that, today is going to be that 11-year anniversary. So now we always have to keep a close eye on January for possibly seeing some of that icy stuff happen across the Gulf Coast. But if you remember too, that is going to be an 11-year difference between those two events. Now, what we're dealing with here locally now is going to be some mild spring-like temperatures. Now, not so much today. It's going to be as we progress further along throughout the rest of the week. But here's a look at those temperatures all across the southeast. We're starting to see a range of the 40s, the 50s, even some of those 60s closer towards Florida, Big Bend region there, and even extending down closer towards the peninsula, feeling even warmer. You can start to see some of that yellow coloration out there, but we are starting to see on satellite and radar is just a mix of sun and clouds out there. It's mostly calm and quiet. Some of those showers just falling closer towards the northern portion of Louisiana. Will be staying quiet here for the next few days, but here's a live view outside from our Dolphins camera. Traffic moving smoothly, seeing all of that sunshine, but temperatures out there, they're just seeing a few of the isolated 40s lingering, everywhere else warming up into the mid to upper 50s. But we'll only see those temperatures continue to tick up heading into the rest of this afternoon. We'll be close to average for today, maxing out in the lower to mid 60s. Temperatures staying steady in the 50s later on for this evening. But as we do take a look at our weather headlines and what we're tracking, another pleasant and mild afternoon. Those temperatures will continue to stay above average for the week ahead of us. But looking in the long range, there's those spring-like temperatures that we're expecting. I'll be breaking down those details and also talking about some of the events we have taking place this weekend. All of that is coming up soon. Joe. And taking another look at your forecast, the rain chances over the next few days, calm and quiet for today. However, by the end of the week, we are starting to see those bumping up, especially heading into Friday. I'll be talking more about those details, timing it out, and how it could impact your weekend plans. All of that's coming up when we come back. And also taking another look at your forecast, sunrise and sunset times for today. The days are slowly getting longer. So sunrise this morning in Mobile was 6:46, 6:42 in Pensacola. Sunset this evening just a little bit after 5:20 in both areas across the Gulf Coast. But I'm going to talk more about your forecast and some of those weekend events that we're tracking. I'll have more details on that coming up when we come back.
Set. We'll make a dish with it.
We'll have to find it, Jen.
I was going to say, we'll have to try that. I was going to say your sweet heat. I've really gotten into the hot honey.
Oh, so
incorporating that into recipes.
What
and
are you
chicken
using
and
it
in? Mainly like chicken and marinades. So we'll marinate stuff in it. Fantastic.
You'll have to give me your recipes.
Oh, yes. Well, let's go ahead and talk more about your forecast right now. And just a reminder, right now is a great time to go ahead and download the Fox 10 weather app. That way you can stay updated on the forecast, everything that's changing. We have rain in the forecast, some nice temperatures, but also heading into this weekend, we have a lot taking place. There's so many events as we get ramping up into the month of February and into Mardi Gras season. And so we want to share your photos and videos during Fox 10 Live. Shelby and Leah do a great job of sharing yours during your story. And so just a reminder, you can submit them right there in the palm of your hand. But let's go ahead and talk more about your forecast, what I'm tracking in the short and the long range for now. Beautiful conditions down in Orange Beach. Really, it looks fantastic. The vibrancy of the water out there, it looks beautiful. Heading into the rest of today, we're going to continue to see a mix of sun and clouds out there. Temperatures, they're going to be maxing out in the lower to mid 60s, around where we should be this time of year, and seeing some of those calm winds. And then looking ahead to this weekend, again, as mentioned, we do have some nice conditions out there for the Reese's Senior Bowl taking place on Saturday at 1:30. So temperatures, they're going to be maxing out mid to upper 60s. mix of sun and clouds, staying dry, no concerns with some calm winds. Honestly, a great forecast ahead of us if you're going to be heading to the Senior Bowl taking place on Saturday. Now, forecast highs over the next 10 days. Look at that trend, all above average for the next 10 days. Daytime highs ranging upper 60s, lower to mid 70s. And then looking ahead, the CPC, the Climate Prediction Center, has very high chances for us to continue to see these warmer than normal conditions from February 5th into February 11th. So as we get into full swing of Mardi Gras season, looking to see more of these pleasant temperatures. I'll continue to keep you updated right here on Fox 10. I'll have a final look at your 10-day outlook coming up in just a little bit. But for now, a beautiful view down on Dauphin Island from our All-In Credit Union camera. We'll be back with 3 to know before you go.
I'm Patrick Cornell.
Lots of heroes.
Lots of heroes. Let's check in with Jen and all of our storm tracker heroes here. Our team of meteorologists worked so hard last week. A little bit calmer this week, Jen.
That's exactly right. Calmer and a complete opposite swing with our conditions. So heading into today, we're going to start to see those temperatures maxing out in the lower to mid 60s, but a warming trend is ahead of us. Now heading closer towards Friday, we do have another chance for some showers out there, just rain. And so waking up Friday morning, you're going to be experiencing some of those showers as they move through with this next line, this next system that we could see lingering heading into the afternoon. But here's the good news right now. Timing has all of that clearing out just in time for Friday night plans. And then the weekend also looking fantastic. Mardi Gras season is here. We have a parade taking place on Dauphin Island this weekend. Temperatures mid to upper 50s, mostly sunny skies, looking fantastic. So head on down towards Dauphin Island this Saturday to catch some throws out there. But also the Senior Bowl forecast looks nice. And then looking ahead to next week, those lower to mid 70s continue, feeling very spring-like.
Well, also the Senior Bowl parade too. So parading.
Yeah, parades.
It's parade time, y'all. Can you believe it?
Also, you really may want to make your way to that Senior Bowl parade. As Jim was talking with you, they're throwing out autographed footballs. We got some big names, lots of them.
So check that out. Hey, y'all, it's about lunchtime. If you haven't made plans yet for lunch or dinner, today is Cuisine for Kids. It benefits Child Advocacy Center. A complete list of restaurants participating is online.